All right, everybody, I'm back with another demo. With St. Patty's Day coming up, you have corned beef. Everybody's got corned beef, and you have sandwiches. And then what I love more than I love a corned beef sandwich is I love to have some homemade corned beef hash. So I'm going to make it, and it's super easy. What I've done is I've got the potatoes to boil on the stove with the skins on them. I boil the potatoes first with the skins on. And then what I've got here is some corned beef, some pieces of corned beef, and an onion. So I'm just going to take this corned beef, and I'm going to kind of dice it up into chunks, and if it crumbles a little bit, that's okay too. And I'm going to cut all this corned beef up, like so, into like nice little chunks. I'm going to dice up my onion, and then I'm going to peel my boiled potatoes. I've boiled them with the skin on, and then I'm going to peel them, and then I'm going to put them all together, and I'll meet you at the stove and show you how to do it. It's fast and easy and delicious, especially with poached eggs. Okay, be back in a minute. Okay, I'm over at the stove, and I'm heating a little oil in the pan. I've got my ingredients pretty much cut up. I think I don't really have enough potatoes, but that's okay. You know, that's what cooking is all about. You just kind of wing it and improv and go for it. So this is one medium onion, and I'm going to put that in the oil. And I'm going to put my corned beef down in the oil right away too. You just slap it together here. And then the potatoes, I just put them right in. I didn't chop them all the way. I just, they were boiled with skin on. And I quickly gave them a peel. And I'm just going to chop them up and right in the pan. Like so. If there's a couple little peels on there, I don't care. This dish, I love it with poached eggs over it. So that is the ultimate. You know, some corned beef hash with a poached egg over top. But what I'm going to do, we'll see how much I get here, but usually what I do is I'll make a whole bunch of it. I'll just give it a light frying right now, and then I'll put it in a container, and then you can heat it up over a couple days. And then when I'm going to actually make it or eat it, I'll really brown it, because I actually like it kind of crispy. I like my potatoes in that kind of crispy. But for this first day, I'm just going to kind of put it all together, get a little, a little coating, a little browning on it, and then I'm going to pack it up and put it in the fridge, and then you can have it over a few days with poached eggs. This is so easy to make, you know. I mean, and it's so much better. I mean, that stuff in the can is okay, but this is 100 times better than the stuff that you would get in the can. And you know, it's so easy to make. Why not just make it fresh? So I'm going to go ahead and keep cutting up these potatoes. Maybe I'm going to have enough. I think this is actually going to be a good proportion. I thought I wasn't going to have enough potatoes, but it's sure looking like I think it's going to be okay here. So I'm the expert potato cutter from all the years of making potato salad with my mom when they owned the bar. And we always made these, oops, there went one. They always made these huge vats of, my mom had to make the potato salad. But hers was the old-fashioned kind with the, you know, mayonnaise and pickles and stuff like that. But I was always, that was my designated job, was to peel eggs. I was the peeler. I was the designated peeler. So any big holiday, you know, my mom always would. It was cool actually. She for Easter and Christmas and every big holiday, she would always the bar would stay open, and she would make up a turkey and, you know, or ham or something, and she'd have. I'm gonna add a little sea salt. She would, you know, have put out a spread of food for people who didn't really have family to go to, so they always had the bar to come to. So that was kind of a cool thing that she always did. Okay, so here it is. This is base. I mean, it's not even nearly done. I'm going to just chop these potatoes down a little bit more so they're all sort of in the same size range. Yeah, this actually turned out to be pretty cool on the proportions. I think it turned out just about right. So that was 3 potatoes, you know, 1 medium onion, and, you know, I don't know how much meat I had there. A few chunks you saw in the beginning about what that worked out to be. So I'm just going through, and some of those bit larger pieces of potato that were a little bit too big, I'm just chopping them down with my spatula. Okay, I think I've got everything, and boy, is that smelling so good now. I can really, really smell it. Oops, fell on the stove. I'm going to throw it back in. It really is smelling awesome and good. Okay, so I'm just going to keep like sauteing this in the oil till we get it. I'm going to turn the camera back on when I've got it to the first stage, and then I'm going to turn the camera back on again. I'm going to fry, as I said, I'm going to pack some of this away in a Tupperware container. But I'm going to fry up a small amount for I have my little poached egg on it. So I'm going to turn the camera back on when it's ready, and I'll show you the next step in a minute. Okay, so here I've got these, it might not look much difference, but it is. It's just starting to get a little bit of a brown on it. And I'm going to go ahead and scoop most of this out. And I'm going to put it in my container over here. So this is, what I'll do with this is, the next day or whenever next, I'll take it out, and then you can just fry up a little bit more. Oops. Okay, so I think that's about right to hold my 2 poached eggs for today. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set this aside. And I think I'm going to add just a tiny bit more oil because it's just starting to stick to the pan a little. So I'm going to add a tiny bit more oil, just a drizzle. I need to get one of those pour things for this oil. I have it for the olive oil. I'm using canola oil because I just think that that's best for this kind of dish. And I'm just going to give the pan a little scraping and move that oil around here and kind of get it all grouped into one thing here, almost like a patty. Okay. And then I'm just going to kind of smush it down, and I'm going to get it really brown on both sides, and I'm boiling some water for some poached eggs. And I'm going to turn it back on. I'll show you the finished product in a few minutes. Okay, be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back, and everything is done. I wanted to bring this right up into here so we can really see. So it's nice and brown and kind of crispy. That's how I like it. On the crispy side, definitely. So it's nice and crisped up. Let me get this all onto a plate. And I did go ahead and make a couple poached eggs. We're gonna put those right on top too. Okay. Let's actually a little bit more, but if I don't eat them all, the dogs will have it. They don't mind. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my water over here. And I've got 2 poached eggs. And I'm just gonna slide one poached egg right on there. And then the other. And when you crack that poached egg, it's going to all run down in the juice all over in the potatoes and corned beef, and it's going to be so great. This is so fast and easy and so much better than the stuff in the can. Try it sometime at home. Until next time.